What's up, fellas? Yes, it's me. If you are over 40 and want to start an IT career, this is where it all begins. Mastering Windows 11 troubleshooting. Every IT support job starts with fixing computers. If you cannot troubleshoot a Windows PC, you will not get far in your IT career. These skills are exactly what employers expect on day one. I know it can feel overwhelming to start a tech career at age 40 because job postings ask for experience which you don't have, and most tutorials are either too fast or too technical for you. That's why I created this series to show you what exactly matters in real IT jobs today. This video is the part of the series that I have started. By the end of this video, you'll be able to troubleshoot a Windows PC like a pro. And this is just the start. In my next videos, we'll be talking about hardware, Active Directory account management, networking basics, and much more. All the practical skills that you need on day one. So are you ready for some hands-on? Let's dig. Hey, what's up, guys? So we are here in Windows 11 system, and we're going to do some hands-on. So before I start the session, I just wanted to bring up some terms that I'll be using here. I'll be using the word RAM, SSD, and CPU. Basically, they're hardware terms, and I'm making a video, the next video, which is based on hardware. I'm going to be going in depth, and we'll talk about this. But since in this video I'll be using the word RAM, which is basically memory where your computer temporarily stores data, and then I'll be using the word SSD, which is your hard drive, basically, and CPU is the processor. You don't need to go in depth right now because the next video is all about that. So just wait till I get to it. So just a quick reminder. So things we'll be talking about to troubleshoot issues here. Um, Following other things we'll be looking at it. We'll be checking the system information, managing startups, installing software, diagnosing safe mode, how to do it. Then we'll touch base on disk cleanup, event viewer, and Windows updates and management. So let's get started. The first thing we want to do is check system information. Um, s- so basically, why do we need this? Why do we need to check the by checking specs and system information? Um, Basically, let's do it first. So click on start settings, and then system on the left hand side, and then scroll down and click on about. Once you do that, it gives you the system information. It tells you how big of your hard drive is, which in my case is 477 GB, graphic cards, and RAM, which is the temporary memory, 16G, and then processor, what kind of CPU I have on the system. This information is critical. By checking specs first, you avoid wasting time on unnecessary fixes. If let's say that the RAM is low, in my case it is 16 GB is not enough nowadays. Nowadays you got to have at least 32. Recommended is 64. So in my case it's very low. And so yeah, if I install any major softwares on this machine, it will be very sluggish. So like I said, five storage, 477, which is 500 GB. It's acceptable, but yeah, 16 GB is very very low. So on this system, if I install any major softwares, I'll have problems. Also, my CPU 1.8 is obviously is not the top class, I would say. The new systems are way more faster. But yeah, this is a good example, basically. So you have so first thing you want to do is check the user system information, so you have that handy. So if they're complaining that, hey, my system is slow, my computer's is slow, the problems are not software issues at all. There could be hardware limitations on this machine. So that's why you got to have this system information and system spec, the first one right here, the first one right here. So now you have that out of the way. The second thing we want to do for troubleshooting is managing startup applications right here, managing startup application and performance settings. This is the second thing we'll check. Um, because one of the most common reasons a PC feels slow is too many programs launching at the startup. So how do you check that? You will go in the task manager. So how do you check the task manager? You come down on the taskbar at the bottom here, and you just right click, or you can simply in the search you can just type task manager. See this right here? That opens up the task manager, and let me just maximize it. This tells you how many applications are currently running, right? As you can see, since I'm recording, I'm running this application. I also have Google Chrome open. I have Notepad open. Those are the three applications. It tells you how much CPU it's consuming right now, how much memory is consuming, disk space, network, and network speed, and everything. So, yeah, this is a very good source. So, what you want to do to check how many applications are starting when you're starting the system, and that can slow down your system as well. So on the left hand side, um, click on startup applications. See on the left hand here, one, two, three, four, five, the fifth option here. You click on it, and this right here, it shows you these are the application, anything status, anything here, enable, enable, enable. That means when you're starting up your system, all of these applications are starting at the same time. And that can slow down your system, basically. So when a user, by the way, when I keep using the term user, when I say user, I mean the people you will be supporting. Those in IT technical terms, we call them users. So if I use that term over and over, I'm just referring to the people you will be supporting, users. So user will complain, hey, my system is sluggish, very slow when it starts. Check this right here. Task manager, startup application. See startup? So when you start up your system, let's say, do you need Microsoft Teams? No, you don't, but it's enabled, right? So you highlight it and go on the top right here, disable it. You don't need it. See, now it says disable. Same thing with Microsoft to-do list. In my case, it's enabled. Do I need it right away when I open up my system? No, I don't. I need it when I'm working in it, right? When I'm setting up tasks or to do things. That's all. That's when I need it. But I don't need it right away. So same thing. Go up here, disable, and it's disabled now. So that's how you basically like Xbox is turn on. I don't need Xbox right but in the morning when I open up my system, so I can disable it right here. So now it's disabled. So things like that you want to disable them to make your system perform better, perform faster. All right. So next thing you want to check is how to install and uninstall software. Um, Software management is at the heart of IT troubleshooting, basically. Installing and uninstalling programs the right way keeps Windows stable and clutter free. Um, because corrupted or outdated softwares can cause crashes or slow down your system. For example, let's go in here, settings, and then applications. That's where all the softwares are. And check here, install application right here. So in my case, let's take scroll down. In my case, let's just take Google Chrome. If it's crashing, if it's giving you a hard time, if it's slow, it's not booting up, things like that, you can always come in here and click on the three dots and uninstall it. And then you can go back to website and reinstall it. So you got to know installing is easy, right? You can just simply go to the Google website and download Chrome. But uninstalling, this is where you will do it to make sure if this is the causing the problem, you can just uninstall it here. Um, so this will achieve what? So what will this achieve? Basically, reinstalling basically fixes broken applications. like browser that won't open, and it remove unused ones, free up space and improve performance. So basically, uninstalling and reinstalling a lot of time is fixes the issues. So that's that. The next one you want to look at is diagnosing internet issues. All right, so the next thing I want to look at is number four, which is diagnosing internet and wireless issues. This is one of the most important one, guys, because a lot of people, lot of your calls will be based on internet connection issues. That hey, I cannot connect. My laptop cannot connect. Um, People will be in meetings in their on their desk. They don't have connection. What do you do? There's several things you can do. First, make sure check in the neighbor, other people can connect. So if everybody else can connect, then you isolate the problem. That's usually is user specific, right? One user has having this problem. Make sure the wireless signs on is connected, and then one thing you want to check is go and start settings, um, network and internet. And then over here, advanced network setup. And mostly a lot of people connect through Wi-Fi, right? Unless it's a desktop, then it's hardwired connection. But majority of the users connect through Wi-Fi. So you click on the Wi-Fi connection, and then over here, more adapter options. Click on edit, and you will come here, internet version, and click on the fourth option here, Internet Protocol version 4. Um, and then click on properties. And this is where you want to make sure there's no IP addresses here. Sometimes people hardcore, like um, they have static IP addresses here. Make sure it says obtain an IP address automatically, obtain DNS server address automatically. So both options are checked. You don't want anything in here. Because this is being assigned by DHCP. That's our networking class that we will talk about, networking basics class that coming up. We're going to go deep into it, IP addressing and DNS, DHCP, all that. So don't worry about it right now. But right now, just make sure this is empty and just hit OK. Um, and if nothing works, you have an option to basically um, network reset. This is your last option. If nothing works, you can do reset now. And when you do that, it will right like it says this will remove then reinstall all your network adapters and set other networking components back to their original settings. And then make sure you reboot after this. And this will bring it back to basically a factory default with um, all the right drivers and everything. This sheet says your PC will be restarted. So this should be your last resort after you've tried everything else. But yeah, it's very handy. It's very powerful. Um, Next thing you want to so yeah, let's see. So next thing we want to talk about is number five, safe mode and system restore. So why do we need this? Safe mode, basically, what it does is, so let's say sometimes Windows refuses to boot up properly, or your system is not booting up. It keeps crashing, nothing works. So then what you want to do is boot it up in the safe mode. And so what this safe mode does, it loads the Windows with the minimum drivers and services, like a clean environment for troubleshooting. A lot of times you have recently installed something like a driver or a software from internet. Let's say it was a freebie, you like it, you install it, now you're having a bunch of problems. What do? You reboot it in the safe mode. So when you go and start, let's say, and you restart and you just hit F10 on your keyboard and it'll take you to the safe mode. And basically from there, Once you are in the safe mode option, you will go troubleshoot, advanced options, startup settings, restart. And once you're in the safe mode, basically you can uninstall a program or drivers that breaks the system. So it will basically let you boot this time when you do safe mode, and it'll let you boot. And once you're in the system, you can uninstall the software and then reboot, and that should let you reboot fine, no problem. Another thing you want to do is system restore. Hello, guys. So we are here in the Windows 11 system, and let's talk about system restore. So let's go there real quick, and then we'll talk about it. In the search, you just go to recovery and open system restore right here. And what is it basically? It rolls your computer back to a previous working state without touching your files. So let's say today you're having a bunch of issues with your system. It's crashing and whatnot, slow, sluggish. And yesterday or the day before, 10 a.m., it was fine, no problem. So what you're basically telling system, hey, put me back to 2 days ago when my system was working fine. Take me back to that state. So basically, you will come here and system restore will recommend a date. See over here, it's saying October 16th. This is the last restore point that Windows created for you. Windows usually does that when it is applying major updates or something major. It just backs up a copy of your operating system. Just in case if anything crashes, you can always roll back. So it's recommending, hey, I have a backup from October 16, 10 a.m. Would you like to do that? And you say, sure. Then you hit next, and this is it. And then you hit finish. And this will roll back your system back to in the state of which it was 2 days ago, and it was working fine. So it's one of the very cool features in Windows 11. All right, so the next one we want to do is number six, disk cleanup and storage management. That's another big one, guys, because when your system feels sluggish, sometimes the problem is just storage clutter. You have a lot of clutter, temp files, cookies. You just want to clean them up. Disk cleanup and storage sense remove temporary files, logs, and system junks. So basically, over here, you'll come in here in search bar and type um, disk cleanup right here. Disk cleanup. You come in here and see it shows you um, these are your. Um, it says basically if you clean up, it'll give you 1 GB free. So right now, so basically, yeah, if your system is slow, you will have probably like 10 GB or 50 GB. I don't know, something like that, something huge. In my case, it only says 16 MB because there's nothing here. Most likely, I already cleaned it. But in your case, it'll be a big number here. So what you want to do is clean up system files. Just click on that, and it'll clean it up. It'll clean up everything. Um, and yeah, this basically this is another way to clean up your system. Um, that let's say if the browser, a lot of times the browser issue. Browser is very slow. It takes forever to come up. And when I go on a website, I'm typing google.com, but it's taking me to some some website that I don't want to go. Right? It's not the right one. So what you want to do is open up your Google, and you want to click on the three dots on the right hand side, and then scroll down and go to settings over here, and then privacy and security, and delete browser data. Click on that, and then it'll tell you time range. It'll ask you time range. Select all time. It will clean up your browsing history. It will clean up any cookie or site data, any downloaded or cache images. That can take up a lot of space, guys. So delete data, and this will free up your browser and make your browser fast. Using a system browser is one of the main tools. Most of the time on your system, you're browsing, right? Your internet browsing, whether it be work or shopping or whatnot. You're browsing, so you need a browser which works fast. So that's one way to do it. That and then another thing you want to do after disk cleanup, um, storage settings. You want to go to storage settings, um, and this is where it will show you um, how much storage is installed apps are taking, other, and then temporary files. See, it's calculating right now. Um, so yeah, once it's calculated, see it says install apps taking up, in my case, 23 GB, others 2 GB, and temporary files taking 561 MB. That's a lot, right? So what you want to do is you can do storage sense, right? Turn it on. So what does storage sense does? It You basically automate future cleanups. You don't need to worry about doing manually. Just turn it on, storage sense, and it'll clean up any clutter. So yeah, so that's that. The next one we want to do is number 7, which is event viewer and logs. Um, let's go there. Let's check it out. Basically, let me just type it here. Event viewer, and let's go there. Let's check it out. This is it. Um, so when you're troubleshooting uh, and you're guessing doesn't help, guys. You need event viewer to give you facts. What is exactly going on with your system? Um, it's a built-in tool that records every system event, error, warnings, updates, and crashes. Basically, whatever is going on your system is getting recorded in event viewer. The main thing you want to do on the left hand side is basically Windows logs, and then application and system. Those are the two ones. Let's say you recently installed something and it's just crashing your system. It will show up here. It will show up here. Right now, there's no problems. If there is a problem with any application, see it says warning. It'll give you a warning about something. Let's say Google Chrome is having issues. It will say warning. And right here in the detail, it'll tell you, hey, it's related to Chrome, right? In that case, you want to go back, remove Chrome, and reinstall it. That's one way to deal with it. So this is application related logs getting recorded, and the other one is system recording, right? If everything's okay, it says information, but if there's a warning like this, it'll tell you what is going on with your system. This is usually like operating system related issues. If you're getting something like DLL, something has to do with DLL, that's not good for your system. That's a major issue. And the most likely solution would be basically re-imaging your system, installing new, like formatting the hard drive and installing new Windows 11. That's the only way to deal with. Um, yeah, getting system errors is not good overall. Like I'm getting 2 warnings, but they're no big deal. But if there's like bunch of warning under yellow, warning, 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 everything's warning, then your system, your operating system is pretty screwed up. And you may want to back up your data and reinstall operating system. So yeah, that, and last but not least, go back. Number 8, Windows updates and management. This is another one. Um, you want to make sure your Windows is getting updated automatically. It is very important. It is required that you have it turned on. Let's go there and check it out. So click on Start, Settings, and if you scroll down, Windows Update on the bottom left, you click on that. And in my case, it says you're up to date. But in your case, it may, or in user's case, it may says, hey, it's missing bunch of updates. This is something Microsoft pushes to your systems on weekly, monthly, quarterly basis. So make sure you update your system. It is up to date. It has all the latest Windows updates. It updates drivers, systems. Let's say your wireless cards need new drivers because it keeps disconnecting. It needs new drivers. So if you run updates, Windows updates, guys, it will take care of a lot of your issues, lots of your issues. So make sure your Windows, yeah, they also include security patches. Let's say if there's a new virus out there, Microsoft finds out and they want to protect your Windows system, so they will push updates, and that update will have a solution to that to protect your system from that virus which is out there. So that is that's why it's very important that you have it turned on. So what you want to do is get latest updates as soon as they're available. So make sure you have it turned on. You just turn it on. You don't have to worry about it. When the update is available, your system will download it, install it, and it'll give you a warning. Hey, I'm going to reboot. I just uh, I just finished. So yes, it is very important that you have the updates. So that is all I have for today. And guys, these are the bare minimum. If you have this down, um, you can be a really good troubleshooter in IT. And when a user calls you, you will have all the information handy and just go from here. It's most likely one of these issues which is causing the problem. As far as troubleshooting issues, there will be other issues like printing, network issues, upgrading, all that. So that those are different videos I'm making, and we'll cover that. So stay tuned for the next video, which is hardware basics, coming pretty soon, and we're going to cover all the hardware. All right, thank you. Guys, practicing these skills at home will make you confident and will prepare you for real IT tasks. These are exactly what IT pros do on regular basis. And mastering them gives you a real advantage on day one of your IT career. Next video, hardware basics. We'll actually open up a PC, look at the components, replace some memory, and cover hardware issues you will see on regular basis. Hands-on experience is the next step in getting hired as an IT professional. So that's it, folks. If you found this video helpful, make sure you give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and leave me a comment because you know I reply to every single of them. Until next time, take care of yourselves and others around you, and I'll see you in my next video. Take care. Bye-bye.